Uh, I want to go back, get your thoughts on my analogy that Shedeur Sanders is actually the Jake Paul of football. He's a YouTuber and influencer with this
Well,
amazing popularity, and so we just got to deal with. He's a gimmick. He's an act.
part of it is pretty spot on, actually. Not all of it, because Shedeur did play college. Jake didn't have an amateur career. Shedeur was a good college quarterback. Very good. Set records at various schools. The numbers are the numbers.
Retired jersey. Yeah.
Right. And so now here's the other difference, though. This is where, again, we may veer off, have to have another poll. But Jake Paul is handpicking his opponents. He's not really facing real guys outside of Anthony Joshua. He was facing Nate Robinson and a bunch of old MMA guys who couldn't box, right? And then he also had physical advantages over certain guys prior to Anthony Joshua. Say what you want about Shedeur. He's playing in the National Football League. So I think some of those things in terms of like social media influence, going viral, the gimmicky nature of his following, that part I'm on board.
I want to play a clip from Shedeur. Let's play SOT 1. Shedeur believes that during his 8 starts or 8 games he played in, he proved that he can dominate this league. Play the clip.
Has your confidence level changed at all throughout your rookie year? Are you the same sky high, confident guy? More or less? Have you had any?
I'm always the same. I think obviously when you don't play and when you just trying to just figure it out, then I think that's why I think something can brew a little bit. But then whenever you getting back to feeling like normal, like whenever I feel like me, then everything works out. Everything works out.
Can I know when you feel the most you when it comes to football? Like, is there like, if I'm watching, like, when will I know like he's in his bag, he feels the most him?
I mean, you can see it. So it's kind of like mastering how to get to that place all the time. You have flashes. That's the most thing I appreciate about this year is I proved to myself I'm able to dominate the league.
He proved to himself that he's able to dominate the league. What game was this? Did I miss it? When? What, did I miss it?
Remember last year, right around this time, or really a couple months ahead? So about 15 months ago, I said, Shedeur Sanders going into training camp in the NFL preseason is the most fascinating story in the NFL. Whitlock, I'm going to say it again, going into OTAs and the draft and everything else with the new coach that supposedly likes him, I think once again he's the most fascinating story in the National Football League. I'm going to be glued to every single Cleveland Brown preseason game. Yeah, you shake your head. That's the first thing you're going to talk about. Every time he plays, you're going to lead on. I guarantee. Oh, okay. Well,
Here's what you said. I want to hold you to your word.
Yeah.
You're saying he's the most fascinating player in the National Football League.
Story, yes.
Going into next year.
Yes.
Yeah. And here's why you're wrong. There's a kid by the name of Fernando Mendoza that will replace him as the most all eyes will be on Fernando Mendoza. Is he overhyped? Is he the guy that just titillated and excited the college football world and dove into the end zone to win the national championship? I'm not saying Shedeur will be fascinating, but he will lose the title of the most fascinating.
Because I don't believe that Fernando Mendoza, who's a fine young man, by the way, I don't believe he has that rabid cult-like following across the world. Well, what's that look for? What are you talking about?
We're about to go to another vote, and Peyton, I dare you to go over.
But you're saying that
you
Fernando
can pack up and leave right now.
Hold on, you're telling me that Mendoza has the rabid cult-like following that is obsessive. You couldn't be more wrong. You couldn't be more wrong.
Peyton, Luke.
Good grief.
Mendoza's fan base is
annoying or impressive though, or there's a lot. Yeah, but these guys, I can never get a straight answer. It's like all you guys went to Shedeur School of Communication. Yes, Luke agrees with me.
No, he doesn't.
Peyton.
Shedeur is the cult following.
Right. You got some
Fearless
bright young men
with
there.
Peyton
bright
and
young men
Steve
there.
Kim. That's what we're going to. Me and Luke will do a show, and you and Peyton will do a show. And, look, Mendoza.
Good job, guys.
Indiana was the biggest story in college football. Indiana, the biggest story in football this year.
Look, people already moved on to spring ball and winter conditioning. We got to turn the page
Yeah,
there.
losers like Miami
Yeah, shut
that
up.
didn't get the national championship.
Now,
Yes, you have moved
Fernando
on.
will get the requisite attention afforded a number 1 pick. But he's going to be mired in Las Vegas, that black hole, okay?
Whoa. Okay, there was a guy out of Miami named Cam Ward that was the number 1 pick. And did he get any attention this year at all?
Compared to a certain 5th-round draft choice that played in Cleveland, no, he did not.
Compared to virtually anybody, it was like he was an afterthought. That will not be Mendoza. People want to know.
My point.
If
You just proved my point then, Whitlock. Just being the number 1 pick alone does not give you the line.
That's not Mendoza's deal. It's the goofiness. He's the next Tim Tebow. This is like saying he's the next Tim Tebow.
No.
With the religious thing and the faith and wearing it on his sleeve.
Okay.
And people like me love him.
Audience, I want you to keep track in the next 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 months. Let's see how many times we do segments on Fernando Mendoza or that other guy from Cleveland. Let's just keep track of this. That's all I'm going to say.
Justin, can we put up more than one poll? Or can we only do one poll? Let's put up a second poll and get some results here on this too. Steve's crazy today. Steve, we'll probably have you back tomorrow, Friday, one of those days. But just in case, we got the poll here. I won this one 51-49. Who will have the biggest story next year in the NFL? Mendoza or Shedeur? Mendoza. 51. What? I can't believe I didn't win that in the landslide.
Hold on. Not all the votes have been counted. Cleveland and Boulder, Colorado, their precincts have not been counted yet. So hold on. Let's not stop the polling yet there.
Here, players or owners, who's to blame for the destruction of the Pro Bowl? I'm very reluctant to defend the players. I can't stand them. But they had no choice here. Work with me, people. It's ownership's fault here. I get your argument, Steve. We're putting up a poll now. All right, awesome. Justin's going to put up a poll on the chat.
Do you remember when Brian Moorman tried to be a smartass, run a fake punt?
Yeah, and Sean Taylor lit him into...
Blew him up. That was one of the great moments in American history. That's when the Pro Bowl ended, because, oh, my God, that was so hard. Football, guys. You sign up for it. We're having a discussion yesterday at dinner about boxers who say, well, we're the ones taking the punches. No one else should get paid like the trainer. Well, my buddy, Rudy Hernandez, who's a famous trainer, his brother was a world champion. He says, Steve, I hate hearing that because that's an excuse not to get me paid. But I want to tell you one thing as a trainer. I've never kidnapped a kid or ripped a guy off the street and say, hey, you're going to become a boxer. No, they come to me because they want to do it. All right. And another thing that I hear from modern day boxers, well, I don't want to pay my trainer 10% because I'm the one taking the punches. Another leading trainer said to a guy that said that to him, well, I agree. You're the one taking the punches. You are the fighter. But when you find that trainer that takes those punches for you, go ahead, hire him. They want to play football. You sign up for this. It's the National Football League. Playing football get this, Jason. I know it's crazy to you. Should be a prerequisite of the job.